एनसीईआरटी है, ये 8th क्लास का एनसीईआरटी है, 5th चैप्टर इंडस्ट्रीज, उद्योग के बारे में हम लोग पढ़ेंगे। हिंदी में पिछले वीडियो में डाल दिया है, आप पीछे देख लेंगे, उद्योग नाम से डाल दिया गया है। आज अंग्रेजी में पढ़ेंगे। हैव यू एवर गिवन ए थॉट टू द फैक्ट दैट द नोटबुक you use for writing has come to you after a long process of manufacturing? It started its life as part of a tree. It was cut down and transported to the pulp mill. There the wood of the tree was processed and converted into wood pulp. The wood pulp was mixed with chemicals and finally changed into paper by machines. This paper found its way to the press where ink made from chemicals was used to print the lines on the page. The pages were then bound in the form of a notebook, packed and sent to the market for sale. Finally, it reached your hands. Secondary activities or manufacturing change raw material into product of more value to people. As you have seen, pulp was changed into paper and paper into a notebook. This represents the two stages of the manufacturing process. The paper made from pulp and cloth made from cotton. The paper made from pulp and cloth made from cotton have had value added to them at each stage of the manufacturing process. In this way, the finished product has more value and utility than the raw material that it is made from. फिर है इंडस्ट्री। इंडस्ट्री रेफर्स टू एन इकोनॉमिक। व्हाट इज इंडस्ट्री? अब इंडस्ट्री पढ़ रहे हैं हम लोग, तो व्हाट इज इंडस्ट्री? तो इंडस्ट्री रेफर्स टू एन इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटी, ध्यान रखना, इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटी दैट इज कंसर्न विद द प्रोडक्शन ऑफ गुड्स, प्रोडक्शन ऑफ गुड, एक्सट्रैक्शन ऑफ मिनरल्स और द प्रोविजन ऑफ सर्विसेज। इंडस्ट्री में इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटी शामिल है, जिसमें क्या क्या है? प्रोडक्शन ऑफ गुड्स, एक्सट्रैक्शन ऑफ मिनरल्स एंड प्रोविजन ऑफ सर्विसेज। when thus we have iron and steel industry, production of goods, coal mining industry, extraction of coal. Thus we have iron and steel industry, production of goods, coal and mining industry, extraction of coal and tourism industry, service provider. Classification of industries. यहाँ है ट्रेस द जर्नी ऑफ योर शर्ट फ्रॉम कॉटन फील्ड टू योर वार्डरोब। इंडस्ट्रीज कैन बी क्लासिफाइड ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ रॉ मटेरियल, साइज और ओनरशिप। इंडस्ट्री 3 तरीके से किया जा सकता है। पहला है साइज, पहला है मटेरियल यूज्ड, दूसरा है साइज, तीसरा है ओनरशिप। तो मटेरियल यूज्ड के आधार पर, on the basis of material used, raw materials industry may be agro based, mineral based, mine based। अब रॉ मटेरियल के आधार पर इंडस्ट्री कौन कौन सा हो या रॉ मटेरियल क्या है? तो इंडस्ट्रीज में बी एग्रो बेस्ड, मिनरल बेस्ड, मैरीन बेस्ड एंड फॉरेस्ट बेस्ड, डिपेंडिंग ऑन द टाइप ऑफ रॉ मटेरियल they use. Agro-based industries use the plant and animal based on product as their raw material. Food processing, vegetable oil, cotton textile, dairy products and leather industries are example of agro-based industries. Mineral-based industries are primary industries that use mineral ores as their raw material. The products of these industries feed other industries. Iron made from ore is the product of mineral based industry. This is used as raw material for the manufacture of a number of other products such as heavy machinery, building materials, and railway coaches. Marine-based industries use products from the sea and oceans as raw materials. Industries processing seafood or manufacturing fish oil are some examples. Forest-based industries utilize forest produce as raw material. The industries associated with forest are pulp and paper, pharmaceutical, furniture and buildings. साइज के आधार पर साइज व्हाट इज साइज इट रेफर्स टू द अमाउंट ऑफ कैपिटल इन्वेस्टमेंट नंबर ऑफ पीपल एम्प्लॉयड and the value of the production. Based on size, industry can be classified as small scale industry or large scale industry. Cottage or household industries are a type of a small scale industries where the products are manufactured by hand by the artisans. Basket weaving, pottery and other handicrafts are the example of cottage industry. A small scale industry use lesser amount of capital and technology as compared to the large scale industry that produce large volume of the production. Investment of the capital is higher and technology used is superior in large scale industry. Silk weaving and food processing industries are a small scale industry. Production of automobiles and heavy machinery are large scale industries. Stages in food processing of Gorgon nuts, makhana, Gorgon nuts, makhana. Ownership. Industry can be classified into private sector, state owned और पब्लिक सेक्टर. ये ध्यान रखना है. इंडस्ट्री कैन बी क्लासिफाइड इनटू प्राइवेट सेक्टर, स्टेट ओन्ड और पब्लिक सेक्टर, ज्वाइंट सेक्टर एंड कोऑपरेटिव सेक्टर. ये ध्यान रखना है. 4 ठो ये ओनरशिप के आधार पे 4 है. प्राइवेट है, स्टेट ओन्ड है या पब्लिक सेक्टर है या ज्वाइंट सेक्टर है एंड कोऑपरेटिव सेक्टर है. प्राइवेट सेक्टर इंडस्ट्रीज आर ओन्ड बाय द ऑपरेटेड बाय इंडिविजुअल और ग्रुप ऑफ इंडिविजुअल. द पब्लिक सेक्टर इंडस्ट्रीज आर ओन्ड बाय एंड ऑपरेटेड बाय गवर्नमेंट सच एज हिंदुस्तान एरोनॉटिक्स लिमिटेड and Steel Authority of India Limited. Joint sector industries are owned by operated by the state and individual. ज्वाइंट में आदमी और सरकार दोनों रहेगा, प्राइवेट और सरकारी दोनों. ग्रुप ऑफ इंडिविजुअल. मारुति उद्योग लिमिटेड इज एन एग्जाम्पल ऑफ जॉइंट सेक्टर इंडस्ट्रीज. कोऑपरेटिव सेक्टर इंडस्ट्रीज आर ओन्ड बाय द ऑपरेटेड बाय द प्रोड्यूसर्स ऑफ सप्लायर्स. प्रोड्यूसर और सप्लायर ऑफ रॉ मटेरियल, वर्कर्स ऑफ बोथ for both. Anand Milk Union Limited and Sudha Dairy are the success stories of cooperative ventures. सुधा स्टडीज कोऑपरेटिव सेक्टर का एक फोटो है. फैक्टर्स अफेक्टिंग लोकेशन ऑफ द इंडस्ट्रीज. फैक्टर अफेक्टिंग लोकेशन ऑफ द इंडस्ट्रीज. लोकेशनल फैक्टर ऑफ फॉर इंडस्ट्रीज. लोकेशनल फैक्टर ऑफ इंडस्ट्री की अवस्थिति कहाँ होगी तो उसके लिए ट्रांसपोर्ट, लैंड, पावर, रॉ मटेरियल, लेबर, capital, market. The factor affecting the location of the industries are availability of raw material, land, water, labor, power, capital, transport and market. Industries are situated where some or all of these factors are easily available. Sometimes the government provide incentives like subsidies, subsidized power, lower transport cost and other infrastructure so that industry may be located in backward areas. Industrialization often leads to development and growth of town and city. Industrial system. An industrial system consists of inputs, process and outputs. These inputs are the raw material, labor and cost of land transport, power and other infrastructure. The process include a wide range of activities that convert the raw material into finished product. The output are the end product and the income earned from it. In case of the textile industry, the input may be cotton, human labor, factory and transport cost. The process include ginning, spinning, weaving, dyeing, printing. The output is the shirt you wear. Find out the input, output and process involved in the manufacturing of a leather shoe. Industrial region emerge when a number of industry locate. इंडस्ट्रियल रीजन किसको कहते हैं? तो इंडस्ट्रियल रीजन आर इमर्ज व्हेन अ नंबर ऑफ इंडस्ट्रीज लोकेट केस टू ईच अदर. Industrial region are emerged when a number of industries locate close to each other and share the benefit of their closeness. Major industrial regions of the world are Eastern North America, Western and Central Europe, Eastern Europe and Eastern Asia. Major ये कुछ दिखाए गए हैं वर्ल्ड मैप में इंडस्ट्रियल एरिया, इंडस्ट्रियल रीजन. Industrial regions tend to be located in the temperate area near the seaport and especially near coal fields. India has several industrial regions like Mumbai. ये ध्यान रखना है, इंडिया के पास कौन कौन सा है? मुंबई पुणे क्लस्टर, बेंगलोर तमिलनाडु रीजन, हुगली रीजन, बेंगलोर तमिलनाडु रीजन है, फिर हुगली रीजन है, अहमदाबाद बड़ोदरा रीजन है, छोटा नागपुर इंडस्ट्रियल बेल्ट है, विशाखापत्तनम गुंटूर बेल्ट है और गुड़गांव जिसको नोएडा बोलते हैं, नोएडा दिल्ली मेरठ मीरूत रीजन एंड द कोल्लम तिरुवनंतपुरम इंडस्ट्रियल क्लस्टर. कोल्लम तिरुवनंतपुरम इंडस्ट्रियल क्लस्टर. तो ये कितने क्लस्टर हैं अपने यहाँ देख लीजिए. एक मुंबई वाला है, मुंबई पुणे क्लस्टर, दूसरा बंगलौर वाला है, तीसरा तमिलनाडु अलग है, चौथा हुगली रीजन अलग है, पांचवा अहमदाबाद बड़ोदरा अलग है, छठा छोटा नागपुर अलग है और सातवां विशाखापत्तनम गुंटूर अलग है और आठवां गुड़गांव दिल्ली मीरठ अलग है. 8 गो है. नौवां कोल्लम तिरुवनंतपुरम इंडस्ट्रियल एरिया 9 है. इंडस्ट्रियल डिजास्टर औद्योगिक आपदा. इन इंडस्ट्रीज एक्सीडेंट्स डिजास्टर मेनली अकर्स ड्यू टू द टेक्निकल फेल्योर और irresponsible handling of hazardous material. One of the worst industrial disaster of all time occurred in Bhopal on 3rd December 1984 around 12:30 बजे रात में नाइट 12:30 night am 00:30 am. It was a technological accident in which highly poisonous methyl isocyanate gas along with hydrogen cyanide gas and other reaction products leaked out the pesticides factory of Union Carbide factory का नाम था. The official death toll was 3598 in 1989. 1984 में ये डिजास्टर हुआ. 1989 में रिपोर्ट आया जिसमें बताया गया कि 3598 लोग people died. Thousands who survived still suffer from one or many ailments like blindness, impaired immune system, gastrointestinal disorders etc. यूनियन कार्बाइड फैक्ट्री का एक तस्वीर, पिक्चर ऑफ यूनियन कार्बाइड फैक्ट्री. इन अदर एक्सीडेंट ऑन 23rd December 2005 ड्यू टू गैस वेल बाउल्ड इन गाओ Chongqing, China. 243 people died, 9,000 were injured and 64,000 were evacuated. Many people died because they were unable to run after the explosion. Those who could not escape in time suffered burns to their eyes, skin, and lungs from the gas. Risk reduction measures. Densely populated residential areas should be separated far away from the industrial area. People staying in the vicinity of industrial should be aware of the storage of toxic or hazardous substance and their possible effect is in case of accident occur. Fire warning and fighting system should be improved. Storage capacity of toxic substance should be limited. Pollution dispersion quantities in the industry should be improved. Rescue operation in Gaon Kio. Distribution of major industries. इससे पहले do you know emerging industries are also known as sunrise industry. These include information technology, wellness health वाला, hospitality and knowledge. The world's major industry are the iron and steel industry, the textile industry and the information technology industry. So world major industries are iron and steel industries, textile industries and information and technology industry. The reason the steel and textile industry are older industries while information technology is an emerging industry. The countries in which iron and steel industry is located are Germany, USA, China, Japan and Russia. Textile industry is concerned in India. Textile industry is concentrated in India, Hong Kong, South Korea, Japan and Taiwan. The major hubs of information technology industry are the Silicon Valley of the Central California and Bangalore region of India. Iron and steel industries. Like other industry, iron and steel industry too comprises various input process and outputs. This is a feeder industry whose products are used as raw material to the other materials. The input for the industry include raw materials such as iron ore, coal and limestone along with labor capital, site and other infrastructure. The process of converting iron ore into steel involves many stages. The raw material is input in the blast furnace where undergoes some smelting undergoes smelting. It is then refined. The output obtained is steel, which may be used by other industry as raw material. You should remember this ratio. 1 ton steel equal to 481, 4 ton ore, 8 ton koila and 1 limestone. Steel is the dough and it can be easily shaped, cut and made into wire. Special alloys of steel can be made by adding a small amount of the other metals such as aluminum, nickel and copper. Alloys give steel unusual hardness, toughness or ability to resist rust. Steel is often called the backbone of the modern industry. Steel is backbone of modern industry. Almost everything we use is either made up of iron or steel or has been made with the tools and machinery of these metals. Ships, trains, trucks and autos are made largely of steel. Even the safety pins and the needles you use are made from steel. Oil wells are drilled with drill machinery, steel pipelines transport oil. Minerals are mined with steel equipment. Farms machine are mostly steel. Large buildings have steel framework. Before 1800 AD, iron and steel industry was located where raw material, power supply and running water were easily available. Later, the ideal location for the industry was near the coal field, located in the raw material, power supply and the running water. Ideal location was industry was near the coal field close to canals and railways. After 1950, iron and steel industry began to be located on large area of flat land near sea ports. This because by time steel works had become very large and iron ore had been imported from overseas. From iron ore to steel in a blast furnace. एक तस्वीर दिखाया गया. The best location from 1800 to 1950 and the best location before 1800 near water and raw material, near coal field industry. This because of why the time of steel. In India, iron and steel industry has developed. In India, iron and steel industry has developed, taking the changing of location of the iron and steel industry. Taking वर्ल्ड मेजर आयरन प्रोडक्शन एरियाज. ये देखिए कुछ मेजर प्रोडक्शन एरिया दिए गए. Advantage of raw materials, cheap labor, transport and market. All the important steel production centers such as Bhilai, Durgapur, Burnpur, Jamshedpur, Rourkela, Bokaro. Bhilai means West Bengal. Bhilai means Chhattisgarh. Bhilai means Chhattisgarh. Durgapur means West Bengal. Durgapur, Bhilai in Chhattisgarh, Durgapur in West Bengal, Burnpur in West Bengal, Jamshedpur in Jharkhand, Rourkela in Odisha, Bokaro in Jharkhand. You should remember this state where this steel industry plant is situated, like Bhilai, Durgapur, Burnpur, Jamshedpur, Rourkela, Bokaro are situated in a region that separate over 4 states: West Bengal, Jharkhand, Odisha and Chhattisgarh. Bhadravati and Vijayanagar is the Karnataka. Bhadravati and Vijayanagar in Karnataka. Visakhapatnam in Andhra Pradesh. ये ध्यान रखना है. विजयनगर इन कर्नाटका, Bhadravati and Vijayanagar in Karnataka, Visakhapatnam in Andhra Pradesh, Salem in Tamil Nadu are the important steel center utilizing local resources. Now Jamshedpur. Before 1947 there was only one iron and steel plant, means before freedom steel plant in the country. 1947 से पहले सिंगल था. That was TISCO, Tata Iron and Steel Company Limited, and established in 1907. It was privately owned after the independence. ये private था, that it is private by Jamshedji Tata. After independence, the government took the initiative and set up a several iron and steel plant. TISCO was started in 1907 at Sakchi near the confluence of the river Swarnarekha Kharkai in Jharkhand. Later on, Sakchi was renamed as Jamshedpur. Geographically, Jamshedpur is the most conveniently situated iron and steel center in the country. The map of location of iron and steel industry in Jamshedpur. Kharkai River, Swarnrekha River, Tata Steel Works, railway lines. With the help of an atlas, identify some iron and steel industry in India and mark their location on an outline map of India. Sakchi was chosen to set up the steel plant for several reasons. This place was only 32 km away from Kalimati station on the Bengal Nagpur railway line. It was close to the iron ore, coal and manganese deposit as well as to Kolkata, which provide a large market. Tisco get coal from Jharia coalfield and iron ore, limestone, dolomite and manganese from Odisha and Chhattisgarh. The Kharkai and Suvarnrekha rivers ensured sufficient water supply. Government initiative provided adequate capital for the later development. In Jamshedpur, several other industry plants were set up after Tisco. They produce chemicals, locomotive parts, agriculture equipment, machinery, tin plates, cable and wire. The development of iron and steel industry opened the doors to rapid industrial development in India. Almost all sectors of the Indian industry depend heavily on the iron and steel industry for their basic infrastructure. The Indian iron and steel industry consists of large integrated steel plants as well as many the names of Great Lakes are superiors. Do you know the name of Great Lakes are Superior, Huron, Ontario, Michigan and Erie. Lake Superior is the largest of these 5 lakes. It lies higher upstream than others. Petersburg steel mills. It also includes the secondary producers, rolling mills and ancillary industries. Petersburg, it is the important steel city of United States of America. The Petersburg enjoys locational advantage. Some of the raw materials such as coal is available locally, while the iron ore comes from the iron mines at Minnesota, about 1500 km from Petersburg. Between these mines and Petersburg is one of the world's best route for shipping ore cheaply, the famous Great Lake Waterway. Trains carry the ore from the Great Lake to the Petersburg area. The Ohio, the Monongahela and Allegheny River provides adequate water supply. Today, very few of the large steel mills are in Petersburg itself. They are located in the valleys of the Monongahela and Allegheny rivers above Petersburg and along the Ohio River below it. Finished steel is transported to the market by both land and water routes. The Petersburg area has many factories other than steel mills. These use steel as their raw material to make many different products such as railroad equipment, heavy machinery and rails. Cotton textile industry. Weaving cloth from yarn is an ancient art. Cotton, wool, silk, jute, flax have been used for making cloth, and textile industries can be divided on the basis of raw material used in them. Fiber are the raw material of the textile industry. Fiber can be natural or man-made. Natural fibers are obtained from wool, silk, cotton, linen, and jute. Man-made fibers include nylon, polyester, acrylic, or rayon. The cotton textile industry is one of the oldest industry in the world. Till the industrial development revolution in the 18th century, cotton cloth was made using hand spinning technique, wheels and looms. Wheels and looms. In 18th century, power looms facilitated the development of cotton textile industry, first in Britain and later in the other part of the world. Today, India, China, Japan, and USA are the important producer of cotton textile. India has a glorious tradition of producing excellent quality of cotton textile. Before the British rule, Indian hand spun and hand woven cloth already had a wide market. The muslin of Dhaka, chintz of Masulipatam, calico of Calicut, and gold rough cotton of Burhanpur, Surat, and Vadodara were known worldwide for their quality and design, but the production of hand-woven cotton textile was expensive and time-consuming. Hence, traditional cotton textile industry could not face the competition from the new textile mills of the West, which produces cheap and good quality fabrics through the mechanized industrial units. The first textile mill in the country was established at the Fort Gloucester near the Kolkata in 1818, but it closed down after some time. The first textile mill in the country was established in Fort Gloucester. The first successful mechanized textile mill was established in Mumbai in 1854. The warm, moist climate, a port for importing machinery, availability of raw material, and skilled labor result in rapid expansion of the industry in the region. Initially, this industry furnished in the state of Maharashtra, Gujarat because of favorable humid climate, but today humid can be created artificially and raw cotton is a pure and not wet losing material, so industry has spread to other parts. Do you know about the one third of the Indian textile industry's total production of export? About one third of the Indian textile industry's total production of exported, एक वन थर्ड एक्सपोर्ट हो जाता है. Of the India, Coimbatore, Kanpur, Chennai, Ahmedabad, Mumbai, Kolkata, Ludhiana, Pondicherry, Panipat are the some other important centers of industries. Ahmedabad, it is located in Gujarat on the bank of the Sabarmati River. The first mill was established in 1859. It soon become the second largest textile city of India after the Mumbai. Ahmedabad was therefore often referred as the Manchester of India. Favorable location factors were responsible for the development of the textile industry in Ahmedabad. Ahmedabad is situated very close to the cotton growing area. This ensures easy availability of raw material. The climate is ideal for spinning and weaving. The flat terrain and easy ability of the land is suitable for the establishment of the mills. The densely populated state of Gujarat and Maharashtra provide both skilled and semi-skilled labor. Well-developed road and railways network permits easy transportation of textile to different parts of the country, thus providing easy access to the market. Mumbai port nearby facilitates import of machinery and export of cotton textile. But in the recent year, Ahmedabad textile mills have been having some problems. Several textile mills have closed down. This primarily due to the emergence of new textile centers in the country, as well as non-upgradation of machines and technology in the mills of Ahmedabad. Osaka in Japan. It is an important textile center of Japan, also known as Manchester of Japan. The textile industry developed in Osaka due to several geographical factors. The extensive plains around Osaka ensured that land was easily available for the growth of cotton mills. Warm, humid climate, well situated spinning and weaving mills. Spinning and weaving. Their river Yodo provides sufficient water for the mills. Labor is easily available. Location of port facilitate. Labor is easily available. Location of port textile. Location of port facilitates import of raw cotton and for exporting textile. The textile industry at Osaka depends completely upon important रॉ मटेरियल इम्पोर्टेड, ये ध्यान रखना है. ओसाका डिपेंड ऑन कम्प्लीटली इम्पोर्टेड रॉ मटेरियल्स. कॉटन इज इम्पोर्टेड फ्रॉम इजिप्ट, इंडिया, चाइना एंड USA. द फिनिश प्रोडक्ट इज मोस्टली एक्सपोर्टेड एंड हैज़ गुड मार्केट ड्यू टू गुड क्वालिटी एंड लो प्राइस. Though it is one of the important textile cities in the country of late, the cotton textile industry of Osaka has been replaced by other industries such as iron, steel, machinery, shipbuilding, automobiles, electrical equipment and cements.